Big Ambitions is back with early access 0.9. My name is Charlie, and I've been around this game since the very beginning. First content creator to cover it, actually. And today, I'm starting things off for our fourth playlist on a very well-developed experimental branch, which I will then flip over to the main branch once the update is officially released for everyone. We're going to go custom game to start things off here. And I'm going to switch it to hard as the default, but then I'm going to make some changes and tweaks. I want to begin with 0 because I just feel like that's, I don't know, a spirit. It's a spiritual thing to start with absolutely nothing and work your way up. From the absolute bottom, we'll be there. That's what I'm going to try to do. Rival attacks multiplier, I'm actually going to take that up a couple of notches here. We're going to bring that all the way up to maximum 150%. Character starting age, I don't really think it matters too much, to be honest, how old we are, but let's bring it up to like 25. It's fine. We're gonna not click any of the things that are helpful. No, not gonna do any of those things. Come over to economy. Taxes in New York City are gonna be 40%. Now, yeah, they've really ramped it up in this city. Crazy. Employee hourly multiplier, all these things are fine as they are. Bank negative interest rate. Let's say the banks also charge us an egregious 7.5% interest rate as well. Okay, that's our settings. So I made it hard and then just a tiny bit harder. Let's go on in here. I'm gonna whip up a character creator really quick. Now, I'm going to role play this a bit heavily, at least in the beginning anyways, starting out as a nobody with nothing. No good credit history or employment history to help me either. So loans in the beginning, impossible. We need to establish ourselves first. The game has received a load of updates since the last time we played. As I skipped covering the factory update, opting instead to wait for this one, which rebalances a lot of stuff, adds a whole new awesome early game job option. We're gonna take a look at that right away today, actually. And now brings a whole new map area that I'm excited to try out, which is really developed for people who want to make large factories. And factories we shall make, because it's now the way you need to go if you want to sell the highest end products in the game. It's all part of that rebalance I was talking about. More on that as we play. Welcome back to Big Ambitions, everyone. It's time to get started. Characters created, and we're plopped down in New York. Okay, so right away, I'm going to pause it because I don't want time to run, all right? I don't want to waste any time at all. Typically, the way we've always started, always, is to get a job at El Gato Food Market. That's been the go-to since the dawn of the game, okay? But there's a new job available now. And a new job that not only can make you more money per day in-game, but also it's a job where if you're starting at 0, you can actually earn money the first day in the city. Yeah, because normally starting at 0, you can't really do anything because you don't have any money. So, like, what are you going to do? Go to the park and get your happiness up is probably all you can do. But you don't have a job that day. You start the job the next day. That's how it works. Well, there is now a delivery job. Yeah, the game has moved into the 21st century all the way into the gig economy. It has arrived, the gig economy in Big Ambitions. You might be wondering, why am I just running aimlessly to the left? I mean, surely there's a reason to go this way, right? Yeah, this big blue building here, that's Ica. You guys remember that. It's gotten a bit of a glow up since the last time we saw it, but one of the things that are here at Ica is this red van. This is a delivery driver van. And in fact, if you go to the map, you're going to see if you click on delivery driver jobs, right? Customer service jobs, that's just El Gato. But if you go to delivery driver, there's several locations around the city that you can engage with this job. So you can grab this delivery van here and it will give you some deliveries to do. We're going to do that right away because that's how we can make money the first day. We can also then do this one and then this one in the same day. We're probably going to be pretty tired after that, but you can also come all the way over here and there's 5 more locations to do it over here too. And so this is going to be a very different playthrough than I did before in that way, at least in the start, because, well, I actually didn't know about that delivery job. That's cool. Because I'm actually not going to have an apartment over here to start. I was going to set up my apartment, my first apartment, to be actually over here to start because I want to be able to really quickly go in, sleep, and then get right back to work, man. Doing these deliveries. And there are 5 of them in this area. Okay, so how does this work? Well, you click the van and it gives you the rundown. Earn $100 for each successful delivery. You got to deliver 3 destinations within 3 hours and 53 minutes. Every delivery job has a different timer. So I'm going to hit go, and then I'm not going to waste any time because I'm on a timer. Now, you're going to get a bonus if you are fast. But you get a penalty if you get damage to the van. So you want to be fast, but you also want to be safe. And good news is parking fees for see see I was illegal. Okay, fine, it was my fault. This guy wants a regular chair, so we're gonna get out, we're gonna go over here to manage storage, we're gonna grab the regular chair and drop it off at his house. Oh, building is private. It's this one. There we go. And we're gonna enter the vehicle again, and off we go. Next destination gets highlighted here. Now, if you zoom out on the map, currently, and this might be a feature that's added before, like final release or just after, but currently it only shows you one location, okay? And that's the next location. It kind of orders them in a sensible order that you can reach on time. And it does tend to organize the stuff in the van in the order of this delivery. But you can't see necessarily where the next destination is. You can kind of look at it and say, okay, it's First Street. So, you know, I can go over to First Street. I know it's going to be on this street. I don't know where on this street necessarily. I could click certain things here and see where the, you know, this is 28 First Street. Cool. This is going to be 36. So we're definitely going to be up here, right? For the next delivery, it's going to be way up here somewhere probably. So that we can plan on that because the time is paused while we look at the map. We can plan on that and go, okay, we're going to go here and then we're going to take a right. We already kind of know where we're going, but it doesn't specifically tell you where that final destination is until you've already hit this one, which I find is generally okay. In my experience playing around with this in experimental, I have yet to find a situation. I've gotten close, but I've yet to find a situation where I couldn't have the delivery on time. That doesn't mean I'm gonna, you know, get. We need to go all the way to the planner box. There it is, and then deliver here, and then we add the. Whoops, that's not what I want to do. Add it to storage. Of course, this will probably be the first time I don't meet my deadline, because on video that's the time you play the worst. Everyone knows you play the worst when you're recording yourself. Everyone knows this. It's universal. So every time, you know, you guys think I'm bad at video games, just go, well, it's probably because he's recording it. Perfect. Now I have an excuse. 100% of my videos, I have an excuse for them now. Okay, so it's over here, 8 First Street, right? So we're gonna head over here, and then the timer is right here in case you want to know how much time you have left. And of course, the faster you deliver things, the better it is for you. Like that, you're going to earn more money from it. So do this and done. So we're going to add the cart to storage. Now I'm off the clock. I can do whatever I want to do right now, but the van still, right? I need to take care of the van still. So I don't have to rush in getting back, but I need to drop the van off where I picked it up. And that's when I get paid. I will get paid for that. I will get tips for any speed bonuses that I might have. You know, sometimes the tips can vary. I've seen as much as $40 tipped to me at once, so that's pretty good. But I've also had routes where I wasn't tipped at all. That can happen. The one where I was very close to not making my deadline, yeah. But then you're deducted for any damage done to the van. It's not that big. 98% is not a big deal. I'm probably only gonna lose like $3 or something like that for this. It's not a huge hit, but you just have to keep in mind that the more damage you cause to the van, the less you're gonna make. Sometimes it's worth it to go a little faster, because if you can get that $10 tip in exchange for a small scrape, well, you know, it's a gamble, but it could be worth it. This other truck is right here, like this. Okay, I'm just gonna get out, and then that's it. I have now made money. First day in the city, I've made money. I actually didn't get charged for damage fees, which is interesting, but I also didn't make any tips. So that can happen too. I guess I kind of lucked out in not being charged for damage to the truck. So over here is the next van. I'm just going to walk on over here. You cannot do the same delivery job twice in the same day. This one is, I got 4 hours and 49 minutes. Again, 3 destinations. There we go. And the first one is right here. Whoa, that's interesting. They're paying me $100 to walk it there. Okay. I need a bag of apples all the way to flowers. There we go. Let's go ahead and take this to this building right in here. Oh man, that's a really fast delivery, isn't it? Yeah, you should probably tip me for that one. I got there real quick. Get in the vehicle. All right, back up. And we're just gonna hope that nobody's coming. There we go. I forget what the button is to look behind you. I want to say it's C. Yep, it is. But we're not gonna do that while we're going forward, of course. Okay, so again, that's the next street over. Yeah, we can always use the map too. Like, use the map. Don't be like me, all right, and try to guess. Just use the map, and then you know where you're going. And the thing I like about this job, again, parking fines and stuff don't matter while you're doing delivery jobs. It's kind of weird, but yeah, that's the way it goes. As long as you are in view of the van. I want to put a little asterisk on my claim there. So it's been said to me that as long as you are staying around the van and you are like in view of the van, you're not going to get a parking fee. But it is in any other case when it's your own vehicle, you know, on the hour, when the hour ticks over, you can get parking fines for, you know, jeez. They're just running all those green lights, aren't they? Crazy. See, doing the thing again, right? Just look at the map and know where you're going to turn. So the next destination is, oh, way over there. Okay. Well, we're going to take 6th Street all the way down, I guess. Yep. But anyway, I like this job as a starting job because it gets you really involved. Elgato Market is just like you show up and then you just let your character do everything. But this feels like I actually have to do things. And I like that. I like games that make me do things, okay? So there we go. We're doing things. Done. And I got the delivery all set and I enter the vehicle and I need to take it back to where it goes. The other thing that makes this job, I think, the best, one is you can make way more money per day. I mean, I'm already at $300 and that's pretty much what you'd make at Elgato for a full shift. Oh boy. Son of a gun. You actually went forward after you stopped. I think this is the wrong way. Yeah, it is. I'm gonna have to go back the other way because this is closed this direction. Yep. I probably should have just, again, used the map. So you can't go this way. Got to come down 7th Street and then work it around all the way back over to here. Wow. Okay, I got a ways to go. But I was getting to that, right? This also allows new players a chance to explore the city. You get to know the city a little bit better with this because it's bringing you all over the place. Especially if you're going to take the subway over to the other side of town and do those other delivery jobs, you'll definitely. And then when you're in this spot right here, right, there's no timer. The day's ticking by though, so I'm looking at the clock instead of, this is like the equivalent of texting while driving. Just looking somewhere else while driving. But you get to take your time with this, and you know, maybe your character is getting tired. Right? Maybe he's getting hungry. Remember, you got to keep your hunger up because when you get your hunger bar all the way empty, it starts to hit your energy super fast. So you got to keep yourself, you know, nourished and stuff as well. So this would be the kind of time where you would, you know, stop in at the coffee shop, grab a donut, some coffee, maybe grab a pizza. You know, you'd buy something on your way, or you got to get some lunch, get a snack or whatever. And this is the time you do that because you're not on a clock. All right, we're back to the destination right here, and we get paid. Let's see. So we got $40 in tips today. That's good, but we lost $3.60 for the damage to the van. So there it goes. You got a little bit of damage there. Now I can rest here, or I can come over to Ica since I'm already here. This is a coffee shop. I got to get some food, otherwise my character is going to get way tired later on. So why don't we go ahead. Where's the checkout counter in this place? Oh, it's right there. We're gonna go hot dog for $11.65. That's a hot dog, and a cup of coffee to help with the energy here too. Maybe we'll get a little bit of, let's get the we'll go French fries there as well. So we'll order this stuff. It's $21 to keep us moving. and we'll go ahead and eat, drink, french fries, all good. Okay, so we got enough energy to do several more delivery jobs. Now, I could go and do this one, but actually, I want to get over to this side of town and start hitting these ones because they're pretty good. And it's getting late in the day. And that's really good for me too, because it means I can start doing these delivery jobs at night when there's less cars on the road, significantly less obstructions and having to deal with traffic. So I'm going to go to subway stations, and there's one right here by me. Yes, there is. Right here. Not going to waste any time. We're going to come over here, and it's $3 a ride, but it doesn't matter which how far away you go for that ride. So I'm going to head all the way over, I think, to, let's go this one, and then we'll hit this delivery first. We can have these two here too. I remember this one paying really well, but we're going to hit, you know, as many of these as we can, and then we want to try, if we can, to rent an apartment on the same day if possible. So let's go ahead and click that if I can. So typically day one, if you're starting with 0 and you have to work at Elgato, you'd have $0 by now. You wouldn't have any money at all because there's just no way to work that first day. So we're gonna have a lot more now. Now, of course, I can also sleep on the benches and stuff too if my character feels more tired. More tired? That's what I said. Feels more tired. You can go ahead and do that, but I think right now we're not tired enough yet to even bother with that. And I'm full belly, so I got plenty of time until I start getting a massive, you know, decrease to that. Here's another delivery driver job. We're gonna $100 for each delivery. It is not always 100. I've seen 150. I think that one down there I was talking about earlier, I think it pays more, but there's also more stuff to deliver from there too. So we have 6 hours and 47 minutes to do these 3 destinations. All right, let's go. So let's plan our route a little bit here. So first one is there. We want to, as much as possible, not have to turn left or cross the road. It takes us more time. So in this case, I'm at 14 Broadway. I know I'm going to have to come here. The next one is 18 5th Street. It's way over here. So I'm going to be okay with crossing the street here because it allows me to keep going that direction and I don't have to wrap around. So we're going to do a sharp turn here and then come this way, even though it's the wrong way on that road. I'm not supposed to go that direction on that road, but it's okay. As you can see, I have a complete and total lack of care. I give no shits whatsoever about traffic laws, so it's fine. This is the wrong way on this street, and it's going to save me a lot of time because there's barely anyone driving around here right now. It's good. All right, so we need a fitness trampoline and a high table. So 1, 2, click, delivered, back in the storage, back in the van, and next destination is that direction. So off we go. Plan our route a little bit here. Okay. After this, we're going to 1st Street. So that keeps going this direction. So I'm good with hitting this on this side of the road and then heading this way. 1 1st Street, though. 1 1st Street is way up, though. Yeah, 1 1st Street is like top corner here. So it's actually beneficial for me to come probably up this way, too, would be okay. So it doesn't matter which way I approach it, just as long as I approach it right. So I think right after, we'll take a right at 5th Street. Okay, let's go. Okay, they got a lot of stuff they want to get here. Let's go and manage the storage. We got all the way down to Kettlebell 2. There we go. And then drop it off. Put it back in the van. You can see we're going top left corner on that. So we are going to want to kind of whippy-yui. I'm just gonna, because it's really late at night, I'm just gonna go the wrong way on this street because there's barely anyone there. And then I can go all the way to 1st Street. It doesn't really matter when I go over there. It'd be a straight shot if I just go all the way to 1st Street. So I guess I'll just do that. And I'll see you over there with plenty of time left, hopefully. I just drove this entire street and didn't have a single car on the road at the same time as me until right there. That's crazy. Okay, so drop off the rest of it. There we go. And it's in this building, and that's it. Now, I've still got plenty of energy left, so I want to get back over to that side of town. Way over to the opposite side of town. Yep. And I have to drop this van off. And then I want to get 2 more deliveries done today before my character is probably too tired to walk. And then hopefully at that point, I've got enough money for an apartment. Probably not. I'm going to probably sleep on the street tonight. And that means, you know, happiness is going to be decreased and things like that. So I think to help offset that, Don't hit me, bro. I think to offset that, we're going to take a little detour, a little walk in the park. I'm going to try to sleep in the park instead. I'm not on a timer right now, so I can drop this off whenever. So I'm going to go ahead and just park right here. This is a legal spot. I don't know if I'm exempt from parking stuff when I'm done. I actually don't know that, but I'd like a free spot. I don't think there are free spots in this city. I was told that as long as you stay in range of the van, you're not going to get a parking fee, but I feel like sleeping might be a little bit... Why am I doing that when I have a perfectly spot over here? $7, whatever. I don't know if I'll actually get charged that. I guess we'll find out. I have 611 right now. I want to walk in the park, make my character happy. So if you haven't seen this game before, you have persona, okay? And you have energy, hunger, but you have this, a lot of things affect your happiness as a character. Right now, having no home is a 50% hit to my happiness automatically all the time. My first day, I've got, you know, a bright future ahead of me. I'm very optimistic, so let's give that plus 100%. But that's only going to last another 7 hours. Positive revenue, because I made money yesterday, I have a 20% bump. And now walking in the park gives me a 30% bump. So I'm trying to offset the negative 50% that I'm going to get hit with, right? By having these two things. And this is only going to last another 17 hours. I have to make sure I'm constantly making money. What really needs to happen today, and by that I mean day 2, what really has to happen is I need an apartment. That way the no home debuff goes away. Otherwise I can depression will ensue. And your character actually can do things you don't want him to do, like refusing to do things you want him to do. He can tell you no. If he is depressed. So yeah, we don't want that to happen. Let's just take a really quick cat nap. Say like let's go 2 hours and 10 minutes. Why not? Skip through a little bit. By sleeping in the park, we get this bonus for a longer period of time. We have 3 days left in this bonus because we were in the park for a long time. So it's going to hold us over a little bit. Hopefully it allows us to not be super depressed. That's what I'm hoping. We'll see whether or not I get charged parking fees today. I'm not sure I will, but we'll see. Okay. Back to deliver the van, and then I've got those other 2 deliveries that are really close together, and that's probably all my character can do before I have to, you know, take an actual break from deliveries. You can only do so much. But the nice thing about this is, like, you're in a truck, right, or in a van. So it's not like you're running around, you know, when you're working at Elgato Foods, you lose energy way faster than you do sitting in a van, right? So you can do more and be constantly engaged with the game with this job and make more money doing it. So I like that. All right, let's park it. Doesn't have to be perfect, just has to be parked. And there we go. So no damage fees, but I didn't get any tips today either, unfortunately. I'm not on that route. So we're going to head straight down this street over to here. I actually need to go 1 street over to get to this part. We'll not do this one for now, but we're going to hit these 2 because they're really close together. And I believe this one here pays better. And I want to do that one before the cars, like before everybody starts waking up. So I do have to take and hoof it over there. I got to use my own 2 feet unless I want to pay a taxi, but that cuts into my, you know, my money for the day. And I don't want to do that. It's not worth doing that. So we're going to head over here. I might want to stop really quick. I know this also, you know, cuts into my thing, but I also need food. So let's get, I think French fries are probably going to be adequately filling for what I'm trying to do. And then the soda can is just to give me a little bit of a bump in energy. There we go. So French fries, eat, soda drinks, and we're good to go now. Okay. So I need to go this street over, and then down over here is where the good delivery routes are. There's 2 of them in this same parking lot. And I believe one of them pays $150 per delivery. I think it's this one. So let's hit this delivery driver job first. Try to get this before people wake up a lot. And yeah, $150 for each delivery. And you got 4 hours and 13 minutes to do them all. But there's a lot more to deliver here too. So there's more items. All right, let's plan the route. We're going where? Okay, so we're going there. And then after that, we're going 5th Avenue. So I kind of want to be... I think I want to go turn on 10th and come around this way. Unless it's that direction. Is 23 5th Avenue? Where is that? This is 21 Broadway. This is 5th Avenue. So 51, 43. Okay, so we're going that direction. Yeah. So I think I'm probably good here with... I think I'm probably good with just hitting it from the other side. So I'll do that. We'll go all the way over and then come at it from the other direction. No, 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 no. Don't hit me. It's fine. We're good. 150 per. I hear all these commercials on the radio and stuff, and I'm just like, man, I want to be a radio guy. I want to do some of these commercials. 2 times picture frame. Done. And pop it in. Here we go. Add it to cart. And away we go. Cool. Next one is that direction on 4th Avenue. No, 4th Street. 4th Street. It's right here. Beautiful. Cool. All right. Let's get out here. Let's park. Yep. And everything else must go. Done. Hopefully I did that fast enough to get a nice tip, because I could really use it right about now. Let's go ahead and return this van, and we'll immediately pick up the one that's right next to it. Now, it's a new day, so I could technically do an Ica delivery right now, too. I'm right next to Ica. Here's the thing, though. You have to bring back this van before you can pick up another. I tried. You can't do that. I was like, oh, cool. I can just have a free car now. I got a free van. I can do whatever I want. As soon as I make my deliveries, I'll just go where I want, and then I'll bring it back on my own time. And you can do that. There's no timer in returning the van, but you can't pick up another delivery job. So you could work Elgato as well, right? It's 8:54. I could have driven this over to Elgato, worked my Elgato day, and then brought the van back. You can totally do that too. But I find that it's just not worth it. At this point, the delivery job pays so well that I just don't see a point in ever going to Elgato again. So if you want a passive job, I suppose, yeah. Like, this does take an enormous amount of time, player time too. So I suppose that's the balance, but I feel like this guy's gonna hit me. He's a very aggressive driver. Look at him. Slamming the brakes. I wish this van was faster. I can get... Yeah, look at him go. He wants to get over in this lane. Okay, I need to get over. Still 100%. We're good. I didn't hit anything yet. There we go. So we're going to park this. And we'll get paid tips, 40 bucks. Very nice. $490 for that delivery route. And then we're going to pick up this van right away. And I got one more to do. So I will see you guys at the end. I'm not going to make you guys follow me around at every delivery route. You get it. You get the point now. It's a pretty good amount of money. I'm going to do this until my character is just so dog tired that there's nothing else I can do. And then we will pick up from there, because that's when I can afford an apartment. I'm almost there, but you got to have like 2,500 bucks to be able to afford an apartment, because you got to drop that deposit, down payment, and all that stuff. So I need a little bit of money, and I don't want to take a loan. I could take a loan. I'm not entirely sure that they'll loan me money because I don't technically have employment, right? Like, I don't have a job. I'm doing a gig, but if you've ever been a gig worker and you tried to get a loan, you might know what I'm talking about. Self-employed or whatever. There's a lot of little extra things you got to do to prove your income for that kind of thing. I don't know if the game simulates that with, making me, maybe I have to work at Elgato to get the loan. I have no idea, but either way, I'm trying not to have a loan here, and we're gonna do this without that if I can. I turned down the wrong street, because of course I did. I'm parking in the middle of the road. I also like to just do this and block both lanes, because it lets me get out really easily. I don't have to like, oh no, I might hit this guy. It turned out to be a blessing, though, to go the opposite direction, because now I can just really quickly head this way and go to my next destination at 3rd Street. So that worked out okay, I guess. And then I'm going to go the long way around and be on the right side of the road over here, so I can head out to my next destination from there at 1st Street. Because 1st Street will be... The 71st Street is going to be that direction anyway, so... I end up basically doing what Amazon does, or what a lot of other, UPS does, where it's like, limit how many left turns you make. So it's okay to go just a little bit around, because it means you don't have to make a left turn. They do that all the time. They'll structure their routes so they don't have to make left turns. Okay, ended this delivery. I just got paid 320 bucks, 20 bucks in tips. That's cool. So I'm up to 1709, and my character is just depressed. It's just impossible for them to be happy right now. And it's because of this no home. So I need to get a place. Now, there's a place to rent right here, which is right next to all these delivery routes, and I like that. So I'm going to go ahead and grab this. And this one is $1,237 to start. The daily rent's only $37. So I'm going to rent this building. And now that I have a home, I'm going to be way happier now. Not going to be depressed anymore because my first apartment's going to give me another bump too. So that's great. I still got the walk in the park bonus too. I'm getting pretty tired here, pretty hungry here. Both of these delivery routes are done. The only one I got left in the area is here, but I could also, of course, take the subway back over and do it here too. Now, before you say it, well, like, are you going to get a business started? Yeah, I will. It just takes a little bit of time, and I'm going to get a loan, and we're going to get doing that too. But I wanted to kind of show you, there's a viableness, if you will, to doing this. I'm going to go ahead and set this as my destination really quick so I can walk over to that. And then I'm going to also get a bite to eat on the way there. I'm going to go this way just so I know there's a restaurant over here. I get a bite to eat over here, maybe get a coffee on my way over to that location. That's the last delivery I'm going to do before I start, getting bigger ambitions, if you will. And, but before I really get into that, I want to take a drive over to the new area. I want to show the new area. Exactly. There's like a whole new place now. Let's go. Pizza's going to be pretty filling. I like that. And then we'll get that plus the soda can gives me a little caffeine. So we're going to wait in line here. They're pretty fast. Faster than any other restaurant. Well, you got to remember also the time is ticking down too. So there we go. All right. Eat, drink, soda. Ooh, I'm too stuffed to consume the soda. That's fine. I probably won't be by the time I get to there. So I'll just hold the soda until I get to the truck. But I'm going to do these deliveries and then I'm going to use that van. And we're going to spend some time in this game just sort of exploring that. I probably also would like, it'd be a good idea to buy a bed for, there's a flower shop right next to me too. I might look into office space next to this apartment in this neighborhood. But we're gonna want to start in the garment district, as far as where our business is. I just wanted to have a residence over here for the sake of having a place to sleep for deliveries and such. So hopefully I'm not too stuffed to consume this soda now. There we go. And we start our next delivery route. So I'll see you guys after this one and we can explore the new area. I want to make sure that you guys are able to see that. All right, so I just finished a delivery route and I figured I might as well go to Ica because I want to get some furniture and stuff, and there's just no place to park here, of course. So I'm going to park on the other side of the street, I guess. They'll let me do this, right? I'm in a delivery van after all. Isn't that free? Oh, I just hit that guy. Yeah, it's $5, whatever. So we're going to park here, and we're going to go into Ica because my apartment doesn't have any furniture, right? So we got to do that. Now, Ica's gotten a big glow up since the last time we visited it, so it's looking way different than it did before. And what I want to get are three things, I think prominently three things to help me with my happiness. The first is a standard fridge. I got to have a fridge. The second is a bed, so I have a nice place to sleep and get 100% energy, not to keep living on coffee and park benches. So we'll get a bed. That's $400. We're up to 200. Shoot, that fridge is more expensive than I thought it was. Okay, no fridge. No fridge yet. Is it reasonable to get this 43-inch plasma? This flat screen TV. Can I get the flat screen? That's only $300. Okay. It's a shame there's no like mini fridge or something. Like 1,800 is a lot. I don't see like a mini fridge. Coffee machine would be interesting. But yeah, the standard fridge is just $1,800. It's expensive. So we're not going to have access to that. And we could also get like a wardrobe or something as well. But a computer is... Wow, a computer monitor. Oh, what's the regular computer cost? I forget. Small cabinet. I like there's a computer monitor here, but no computer. That's neat. Yeah, so it's just gonna be a bed, I guess. A bed and a television for now. No fridge. We'll just keep living on. We'll just keep getting takeout for the time being. And with my no credit history, not giving me loans. There we go. All right, so I assume this is the exit. Yes, please. Okay. So we're going to head out here with this cart. Because we got the delivery van, we can take both of these things over there right now anyway. So that's nice. We'll just add item to storage. And we'll deal with the cars that are in my way to do that. Wow. All right, now. No, I can't manage storage. Really? No way. Am I not able to add this I can't add this to the delivery truck? Oh, I thought I could do that. Why not? Why can't I deliver this? Put this into the delivery truck. Oh, that sucks. I was really sure I'd be able to use, well, we're going to have to spend, because I've got these 2 items and I want to leave them up. So we're going to use the subway to go back over to our apartment now. I guess that's the way it is. We're going to use the subway right here. Head over to our apartment, drop this stuff off. With the big Ica cart, I'm keeping it. All right, I'm keeping this cart. That's the price you pay, developer. That's right. I'm going to turn this L into a dub. You watch. I'm going to keep this cart. This big old Ica cart. Flatbed is mine now. That's right. You deserved that. I don't know why I couldn't just put this stuff in the delivery van and then on my way back to... Oh, wait, hang on. It's not even giving me that. Yes. No. I don't even know if that's right. It's this one. I got to go the other direction. Yeah. I could just make that the destination, but I just thought I knew it. I didn't think I needed the GPS, all right? Typical man trying to, I don't need stinking directions, right? Yeah. Here we go. All right. So apparently I can't load this stuff into the delivery van. In case you were wondering, no, you can't do that, I guess. It's just the way it goes. I will place this television here, I guess. It'll be right here on the wall. And then my bed will be in my bedroom, which is going to be in this little room right here. Now I have a bed, okay? And I have a hand cart. Yeah, not this little hand truck. No. The flatbed. That's what I have now. Although it looks like it only stores 8 things. That seems not accurate. This thing can hold 4. Okay, well, I guess that is pretty accurate then. Okay, and then this is the new delivery spots that are located inside. So deliveries happen inside the apartment now, not outside. Same thing for businesses and stuff too. You can get things delivered inside now instead of having to go back out all the time and bring things in. So that's nice. But I can sleep now and get a full rest and be good with that. So that's what we've got going for now. Just let me double check and make sure I can actually keep that hand. There it is. Yeah, that's right. I can keep it. This one is just going to be dropped in the middle of traffic. How do you like that? It's not going to block anybody right there. Nope. There you go. Chaos ensued. That's right. How do you like that? Now I have to find the subway again, which is back over here. Yep. And go back to Ica to get the delivery van to take it back to the destination and get paid. But I have $1,000 right now left over. So that's nice. And that delivery van, what I wanted to do with it, right? I wanted to go over to the new Industry City and see what that's all about. So if I go into, my character screen, persona, etc., all these things, when you go to Market Insider, there's now a new tab, right? We used to have these 5. Well, now there's 6. Industry City is a tab now too. And we're going to check that out next. Okay, so I know I said I was going to do this during the daytime, but it's just the way the timing worked out. So this little area here is all real crisscrossy. This bridge used to be closed, but now the bridge is open. You got 2 different places you can go here. Both of these end up going to the same place. I'm not entirely sure what bridge this is modeling after. I'm sure if you are from New York, you probably know. But like, you can't cross between these 2 lanes. So it's kind of like 2 bridges. They're discreetly separated areas here, but you basically drive on this long bridge, which is now open, and you can go all the way across this. It takes a bit to get there, but eventually we'll arrive in Industry City. So I was going to cut you ahead, but I figured, you know what? The first time we cross this bridge, we're going to be cutting travel over this bridge a lot, most likely. So I figured the first time I might as well let's just take it all in and appreciate just how far away Industry City is. All right. As we drive down this way, I'm getting tired. I'm getting hungry, but I'm still very happy because things are looking up. I got a little bit of spending cash. I'm not going to starve. And I'm going to Industry City. It takes a while to get there, man. I would have liked it, personally, I would have liked it better if there were 2 lanes on each side so I could like pass cars without having to go on oncoming, but there's not enough cars on the bridge to really matter, I don't think. So here we go. We can pass this guy eventually. There we go. And here we are. It's a whole new world. It's just a different part of town, right? Just a different city across the bridge. And this is where, you know, a lot of the factory buildings and stuff here, a lot of big warehouses and stuff here. This is kind of where your industry is intended to be. You know, the name implies industry city. But there's some stuff here that was in the other part that has been moved here. For example, General U.S. Trucks. You know, the whole idea of buying big semi-trucks and stuff. That's been moved into Industry City as well. I've got to kind of remember that I have damage. I'm going to, you know, have to pay for it. So here is the map for Industry City. There's a big old soccer field over here. Football located over here. I think you can take the subway from this side to that side. So you don't have to drive the bridge if you don't want to. I think the subway will take you all the way over there too, which is cool. There's a delivery route available over here. I didn't know that. There's actually several. Cool. Well, that's neat. I wonder if these delivery routes, I would hope anyway, that these delivery routes keep you local in here so you can get a good introduction to that. And then also there is an apartment here that's available to rent. Look at that. It's actually quite affordable too. Huh. That's neat. So I could live over here too if I wanted to. There's like a little park right over in this area. Looks like, I don't know, check that out. Can I set? Oh, there's a few apartments over here to work. Well, let's go over there and check it out. So this is I guess I just take a left here. Yeah, just take a left here and I'm over there. So cool. So come on over here and, you know, break all the conventions of traffic and what they want me to do. Haha, I'm going to turn left here anyway. And then you get this little overpass. That's nifty. Maybe another bridge in the future. Cool. Whole bunch of cars parked all over the place. I wanted to see what this area was up close. So the whole new neighborhood, we've never seen this before as far as like showing it on video, or never seen it before. This is clearly a one-way that nobody informed me that it was a one-way street. So I was going the opposite direction on that one-way street. You know, since I'm in this delivery truck and traffic rules don't seem to apply to me, why don't we just drive up in here and just check this place out a little closer? Got some tricep dips. Oh, dude, can I actually work out here? I mean, I'm going to be really tired, but can I actually use this stuff? I can. You need sports clothes to use this machine. Oh. Whatever, man. Whatever. Anyway, you can work out in the park. So, you really don't even need to, pay for a gym membership. Just come over here. There's a swimming pool here now, which I probably require workout clothes to use the swimming pool, don't I? You can use this, I've been told. So, I guess I'll just click it. Nope, nothing there. How do I get to it? How do I get into it? It's just walled off. The whole way is walled off. Oh, I have to... I see. I enter the swimming pool through the main building. I bet I have to pay to use it. Want to bet? I bet it's a pay-to-play situation. Here, we'll go this way. Try to get our... It's going to be tight to get that van out of here. Jeez, they really should open this up more for, every van that wants to leave this park. There we go. That's a longer van, too. How do I drive one of those? That's a big one. All right, so I'm gonna go. I want to see inside. I don't have a whole lot of food and energy and stuff left, so I'm gonna be in bad shape here in a second. But I just wanted to see what it's all about. How's my parallel parking skills? Oh, here we go. I ended up losing money today. How did that happen? Preposterous. Well, it's because I bought some stuff. I bought beds and everything. Still says illegal. I must be on the curb. Wow. Still illegal. Come on now, really? Nobody's allowed to park here? What about these guys? I'm parked legally. Don't give me that. Come on. That's what I'm talking about. I guess that counts. Can't get past these guys. They're really bumper to bumper in here. All right, so I'm probably going to start losing. I'm just going to real quick take I'm going to end up needing this nap anyway, but this is going to start getting hit really hard because of my hunger, so I wanted to get a little bit of a buffer. So let's jump in here, and I'm just in. There we go. Click to swim. Oh, look at that. Will boost happiness for 30% for 11 hours. Nice. I got to swim a little bit here. Swimming in the rain. Oh, yeah. Do I You know what? Oh, okay, I was going to say, it'd be really cool if I could just actually swim. You know, actually move around. But I'm not moving the character. The character's moving himself. I wanted to move him. Can I move him? Huh? Jonas, come on, man. I know, he'll just do it because I asked him, right? Because obviously I'm so important. Let's go in through here. Okay, so we swam in the pool. That's neat. We did it. I did the thing that I wanted to do today. I visited Industry City. I swam in the pool. And I did a whole bunch of deliveries. And now, before my character just passes out and has to go to the hospital, I think I should probably make my way home. But, you know, it'd be probably a good idea to get some food. Let's see if we can eat something while we're around here, since we don't have a fridge of our own at home anyway. So, not appliance stores. We're looking for... Where is fast food? Something. Down here. Fast food. Oh, it's right here. Perfect. There is a restaurant right here. We're just going to get a quick nip. Just a little bite. And parking is free. I love that it's free. Free parking is wonderful. All right. Let's take and get just... I mean, a quick soda can would do it. It would make it to where I don't have to worry about, you know, falling down. But we'll grab like a bag of bananas too. It's fine. A soda and a banana should take care of it. Soda will bump the energy too. The caffeine does. So there we go. A little bit there. And then the bag of bananas pumps my hunger up just a little bit more. All right. I don't have to worry about it too much. So let's return this van finally. Put some serious miles on this thing. like 5 extra. And then we'll go across the bridge here. Yep. Around this. Industry City. We're going to be seeing a lot of Industry City. Don't worry. We're going to have factories out here. Because of the way they've rebalanced the game, the highest end merchandise is kind of only available by making it. You got to bring in the stuff to make it. So in the beginning, you like all the previous playthroughs we've had, the balance has been like, if you just scale up your enterprise, you're going to be fine. You can sell these high-end goods. But you can't do that anymore. You got to start with the cheap stuff now. You're not going to get super rich in a week, right? It's just not going to happen anymore. All right, I've done all these delivery jobs, and I've managed to get myself up to $2,000 left. So we're going to head over to Ica again. And we're going to buy ourselves a refrigerator for our apartment so that I can actually have groceries stocked and I don't have to get takeout and stuff anymore, because takeout's really expensive in this city. All right. I don't want to do it anymore. So I'm going to head over here. Been managing my energy and such fairly well, but it's time to do it better. I think I'm just going to go grab. Yeah, I'm just going to go grab a refrigerator and nothing else. So just grab that in my hands. I could just carry a refrigerator out the door. You can't steal things. No, it won't let you walk out the door. It's fine. We're just going to go to a checkout counter, place the order. $1,800 later, we got ourselves a refrigerator, and now we can start stocking it with groceries. Now, I'm not entirely sure as to what point a bank would give me a loan. I'm trying to role play it, right? And if I don't have any employment history, no credit history, etc., like, at what point would they give me a loan? And I'm thinking if I can show steady income over, say, several days, like in my gig economy that I got going on here, that maybe they'd be open to giving me a loan at that point. But I think they'd want some kind of background on me. And I think they'll find that there's a bit of a risk involved in giving somebody a business loan who has really no prospects of knowing how to do it. So I would say the bank, pending not having such a lengthy credit hit, I don't have any credit, and I've got a really, you know, I went right past it, didn't I? I got, you know, not a lot for employment history here. I would think they would want to see some kind of effort on the education side. Again, I'm mostly just role-playing this and bullshitting this right now. But we're going to get ourselves a little bit of business education, and then we'll look at getting a loan. And maybe the game won't let me do it anyway. Maybe it's possible the game just flat out won't let me have it I think this is supposed to be, yeah, like there's no bathroom or anything in this apartment. We'll put the refrigerator right here. That's fine. So now I have a fridge. I can go get groceries and bring them back. My hand cart is gone. They took away my Ica cart. I don't know why they did that. What did they take away my Ica cart for? I thought that was supposed to stay. Grocery stores are a supermarket, I guess. There's one down there. Those two places right there. Without a car, it becomes quite difficult for me to take a lot of groceries back home. But, you know, I can take the subway over to someplace else. It's 8 o'clock, though, so I don't see... I don't know about that. I don't think I'm going to get there in time. Let's see. When does... Trying to find one that's close to a subway. When does this one close? This one here. When does this close? They're open. Okay, they're closing in 4 hours. That's pretty good. Okay, so we can take the subway over there and get some groceries, right? So we're ready to rock and roll. I think so. Just using the public transportation system in an efficient way. Hopefully, we'll get 10. I think I can only carry 10. Well, if I took the handcart with me, now if I take the handcart with me, I can probably load up as much as, but I have to have enough for rent too. Yeah, never mind. We're just gonna get 10. It's fine. And all the prices, of course, are inflated because of difficulty and everything. So everything is a bit more expensive than usual, and bank interest rates and all that stuff is gonna hit me pretty hard too. All that stuff. So I believe it was this station here, right? I think this was the grocery store. No, no, it's the one right next to it. This one here. Yeah, Supermarket Joe. So we're gonna go here. And a lot of the stuff I'll eventually skip. You know, we're gonna go a little faster pace this time, at least in the beginning. Kind of get ourselves through the process of setting up initial businesses and things. Obviously, no business in the first video. We'll have a business established in the second video. We're kind of getting our feet planted and firm and everything. We don't want to start, you know, on sand here. We want a nice firm foundation on good sturdy rock or whatever. Ooh, nice tunes. All right, there's shopping baskets. Let's head back here and see about getting some fresh food. Here's what we want. So fresh food is $10 each. We can get 10. We can get $100 worth of fresh food. I believe we can only carry that much. Yeah, so that's all we can carry. So this is a week's worth of groceries. And we head back over to the subway station, which is that direction. Yep. So head back over there and then we'll be stocked up and ready to rock. There we are, back at the apartment and stocked up, ready to rock. Okay. So that's going to do it for episode 1. We're kind of just a delivery driver right now, trying to make our way in the new city. We need to look at, you know, getting some education going here. We're going to make our deliveries now at night. I think I'm going to start doing like nighttime deliveries and then school during the day, sleeping when I need to, etc. To get myself established in the city. So when we come back for the next one, I should have a little bit of cash. We should have a little bit of, you know, probably be a couple of days in game. And we'll have a little bit of education over at the business school, Manhattan Business School or whatever it is over there, okay? So then we'll start our first business. Take it easy, guys. Love your faces. Welcome back to Big Ambitions. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.